take a look at that. You can see all the way across that pond. Welcome back to Garage Matters. Now, if you haven't already done so, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. Now today, my wife was telling me that her headlights are really dim. She drives a 2017 Toyota 4Runner. Take a look at these lights. These lights are still the factory halogen bulbs. They're not that bright at all, and they are pretty dim during the hours of darkness. So our friends over here at NOVSIGHT sent us some high beams and low beams for this vehicle. These are LED bulbs. Now these are not specific for this vehicle. Any vehicle that utilizes these H11 or 9005 bulbs will work on your vehicle as well. Let's take a look at this packaging. This packaging came in just like this. It did come in a box with a styrofoam packing. So I'm pretty sure nothing got damaged during transit, but this is how it looks like. And on the back side, that is what it looks like. Let's go ahead and get this unboxed so we can get this showcased and installed on this 2017 Toyota 4Runner. I will show you guys how to install it on a 4Runner, but once again, these headlights are compatible for any vehicle that utilizes the H11 style bulbs. Inside of here, we're going to have some instruction manuals on how to install them, and these are the bulbs right here. Take a look at these. These are pretty sweet looking bulbs. Now on the back side, there is this tiny little fan right here that's going to help keep this bulb cool. That way it doesn't burn out. Now the build quality, I like it. It's got some decent weight to it, and it doesn't look like it's cheaply built. It does have the NOVSIGHT emblem right here as well, and that is what the LED chips look like on this bulb. Now here, it does have this rubber gasket right here that's going to help keep that moisture out from reaching the internal components over here on the LED bulb. Let's go ahead and pull the 9005 over here, open it up, and see if it looks exactly the same. And we have the same instruction manual, and the bulbs look identical. Actually, it doesn't look identical. Right here, it does have a gasket as well. But since this is a different fitting bulb, it's a 9005 bulb, it's going to be designed just a little bit differently, but it does have a tiny fan on the back as well. I like this. Feels good in my hands. Let's go ahead and get this installed on this 2017 Toyota 4Runner. Now let's get over here. We're going to do the passenger side. I'm going to leave the driver's side for now, but for the low beams on this vehicle, it's going to be this one right here, the projector lens right here. And we're just going to come back here to this plastic covering, this gray covering. We're going to rotate this thing counterclockwise, and you can use this little tab right here and then pull it right on out. Now to get this bulb out, we are going to rotate the assembly right there counterclockwise and then pull it out just like that. Now to get it off the harness right here, we are going to lift up on this tab right here and then separate it from the bulb. I'm going to try to do it with one hand, but I'm going to lift up on it and try to pull this bulb out. Alright, so we were able to get it with one hand. Let's bring it over here and set it down over here with the other low beams over here. Now to get to the high beams right here, the high beams, you take a look at it, there is no shielding around there to shield some of that light. That's why it's a high beam. All that light is not obstructed, and it's just gonna go out of this projector right here. So that's why they call it high beams. There's nothing blocking that bulb right here. Let's go ahead and pull this one out as well. This one's even easier because there is no covering on this bulb on this vehicle for the high beams. Now they are going to be right down in here. That one right there. We're going to do the exact same thing. We're going to turn it counterclockwise and pull it on out. You can kind of see some of the slots right here. That's where these tabs lock in. We're going to turn it counterclockwise and then pull it right on out. Just like that. And then they'll come out just like that. We're going to do the exact same thing right here, which is press down on the back side of this tab right here and then separate it from the harness. You're going to press down and then remove the bulb by slowly pulling it up. I think it's unlocked. I can just go ahead and do it with one hand and it'll come out just like that. So as you can see, it didn't take that long to go ahead and remove these bulbs on this vehicle. Now with these bulbs removed, let's go ahead and compare them real quick. And you can tell the NOVSIGHT is definitely bigger because it does have this tiny fan on the back to help keep it cool. Now if you never realized it, these bulbs, you want to make sure that the bulbs are nice and cool before you handle them, because they will burn your fingertips. Now we're going to line them up just like this, and we're going to compare the lighting filament right there to the LED chip to make sure that they're lined up properly. Sometimes when these manufacturers manufacture them, they're not lined up properly, so the beam pattern is not factory. And to me, it looks pretty darn close. It looks like it's right on the money. Now with our bulb in hand, let's go ahead and grab the harness, and then we're going to line it up and then just snap it into place just like this. Now to get this bulb back in here, you can kind of see these tabs right here on the bulb assembly. You're going to line those up exactly where these indents are right here. Line it up, push it in, and then turn it clockwise to lock it in place. Just like that. And it is locked in there now, and it is not going to come out. We're going to do the exact same thing for the low beams over here. Now due to the camera angles, it's kind of hard to see what I'm doing, but I'm just trying to line it up, and then I can turn it clockwise to lock it in place. Now it's locked in place. Give it a little tug. It's not coming out. And then the last part is to go ahead and reinstall the plastic covering right here. We're just going to put this plastic covering right here. Do the same thing. Line it up. Push it in. And then we're going to turn it clockwise. Just like that. And we are done with the low beams and the high beams. So let's go ahead, turn these lights back on, and give it a try. Alright guys, what do you guys think? I only did one side so I can give you guys a comparison of these LEDs compared to the factory halogen. Take a look at these halogen bulbs. These bulbs are yellow and dim. Come back over here to the LEDs. Once again, these are the NOVSIGHTs. So much brighter. Oh my gosh. I don't know if you guys noticed that, but it got brighter. It got brighter. So it seemed like it took it maybe about 20 seconds to warm up, but I noticed that it got extremely bright. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use a light meter and compare the brightness between the factory halogen bulb and the aftermarket LED bulb, which is the NOVSIGHT, again, to give you guys a good reference of how much more brightness these bulbs can provide for your vehicle. Alright guys, I have my lux meter over here. I can already tell you, I can tell a huge difference. But over here, take a look at that. That is pretty dim, and then over there, that is almost blinding. Extremely light. Let's go here and take a look at this measurement. Now on this light meter, we are recording about 84, and that's going to be 84 times 1,000. So we'll just write down 84 on here, and then I'm just going to shift this over there and see what we are going to be reading over here as well. Now I think that's probably good, and we'll take a look at it. So over here we are reading about 267. So 267 times 800. Let's go ahead and write that number down. 267. Now my math ain't good, but this is roughly about 3 times brighter than what is recorded from the factory halogen bulb. 3 times brighter. Now I can't wait to take this vehicle out later on tonight once it's dark and see how much more brighter this vehicle is. Now remember how I was telling you guys that some of these LED bulbs are here, because they have the little fan on the back side of them, they actually get pretty loud. I can tell you that this vehicle, these lights are not that loud. Let me take this mic off and bring it in a little bit closer. What do you guys think? These lights have been on for a good solid 5 minutes. They're not that noisy. Let's go to the back side where the fans are actually at. Now, can you guys tell difference? I can definitely tell difference. They are a little bit noisier over here. These are the factory ones. There ain't no fans on here, but this is getting pretty hot. Let's go ahead and take a temperature reading of this lens right here. Alright guys, we got our temp gun in hand, and we are going to shoot right inside of that bulb right there to see how hot that bulb has gotten so far. Line it up, and we are as hot as 113. Oh, as hot as 120. 24. So as hot as 124 inside of this halogen bulb housing. Let's move over here to the LED and see how hot this side has gotten. Oh, that's extremely bright. Line it up again, and we're going to shoot the same area again. We're going to shoot the housing right there as well, and we are as hot as 99. Let's move it around, see if we can get it any hotter. And it looks like we are as cool as 99. So you can tell that these LED bulbs do run cooler temperature wise compared to these halogen bulbs. That's why I was telling you guys, be careful when you're handling these bulbs, because they will burn your fingertips. Now, it's been about a good solid 15 minutes. Let's hop inside this vehicle. I am still wearing my wireless mic right here. Let's hop inside this vehicle. Got the windows rolled up. Let's see how loud these lights are inside. Now, alright, what do you guys think so far? Was it really loud inside that vehicle? I don't know, because I haven't listened to the audio, but I can guarantee you that once you have the engine running and your music playing, you are not going to be able to hear any of that sound inside of that cab. Now I'm going to go ahead and turn these lights off, finish this side, and then we're going to open up this garage and go do a road test. Alright guys, I don't know if you guys can see me or not, but I've got the interior lights on. We are at our location. Let me show you where we are at. This is where we're at. I've got the lights turned off. These are just the daytime running lights. They're pretty bright already. This is what we look like on the dash. And remember how I was telling you guys, you can't hear those fans? I've got this AC turned on low, and this is what it sounds like inside of this cab. Let's go ahead and turn these lights on and show you guys what it looks like. This is what it looks like with the low beams. I'm gonna flick the fog lights on, and that's what it looks like with the fog lights. So turn the fog lights on so if you guys know that the fog lights are off. And we're just gonna drive down this road just like this with these low beams on. Let me flick these high beams on. And that is what it looks like with the high beams. Plenty of light. I can see everything out here, everything to the side. Take a look at that. You can see everything out here. Not scared at all. You can see everything, and plenty of visibility, 3 times better than the halogen bulbs. That's what it looks like. Let's go down here and see what it looks like down here. And I'm making this turn, and you can see everything to the left and right of yourself, even without the fog lights turned on. I'm going to turn these fog lights on real quick again. Well, can't get the fog lights on because the high beams are on. And that's just unfortunate about these American vehicles. They don't let you turn the fog lights on. But with these high beams, take a look at that. There ain't no need for fog lights. Plenty. plenty of visibility out here in the backcountry. Now we are in front of this pond. I want to turn on these high beams and see if we can see all the way across to the other side of this pond over here. So we got our low beams on. I turned off the fog lights. We're gonna flick these high beams on, see if we can see across this pond. Well, take a look at that. You can see all the way across that pond. Pretty impressive. Pretty impressive. Alright guys, we are back inside the garage. What did you guys think about these NOVSIGHT LED bulbs right here? I thought both the lows and highs performed really well out there in the backcountry. Now when I was driving out there, I noticed that none of the vehicles that I drove by flashed me. So these lights, they're bright enough, but they're not bright enough to where drivers are going to be flashing you. And that's a good thing. Now if you want to get your hands on these LED bulbs right here, I'll drop a link in my description below and you guys can check them out. Now make sure you join us next time on Garage Matters and hit that like and subscribe button.